Let's start off with Etheria Restart, a modern urban fantasy turn-based RPG with very great animations and a combat flow that rewards sequencing and meter control. The roster is flexible and there are fun team ideas once you unlock a few core units here and there. Bosses have mechanics that make you think beyond raw power, which is much appreciated because most mobile game is just out of bullshit, right? The fights are somewhat challenging in this game. Where it stumbles though, it's the resources and the banner, the banner timing, if you want to say it like that, because new units arrive fast and the build path has many materials. The upside is fights are readable and the performance is quite nice in this game, especially on the phone. So yeah, if you enjoy a bit of Honkai style-esque, this is probably the one for you, man. Kaiju number 8, the game. Now, this one haven't released at the time of making this video, but it will drop in August 31st, 2025, and it is a turn-based RPG where you run a defense force squad. And here you break kaiju cores and fire big anime finishers with characters like Kafka, Hoshina, Kikoru, and Mina, basically the main character in the Kaiju number 8 anime. It looks very faithful and with super impactful and clean animations and very cool fights and full voice acting, plus some original story bits here and there. It is free to play. The gameplay, from just looking at the trailer or the video, it seems very strong, it seems very impactful, very clean looking. It's just amazing, right? So I cannot wait for this to be released. And yeah, man, this game will be released on PC, on mobile, and on Steam. Yes, on Steam! Go check it out right now. Number 8, we have Overlord, Lord of Nazarick. Well, basically this is just a fan service, honestly. It is a command-based RPG where you build a squad around buffs and big ults from your favorite characters from the series. The auto is decent for dailies, but manual play will carry you harder in more difficult content because timing actually matters in this game. The story mode is fun if you love the IP, and the animations, wow, this game delivers, man. The flip side is gear and awaken systems that add layers of grind. You either like that long road or you do not. Basically that. There's no in between. Well, for me personally, I like the fights in this game. The animations kinda okay for me. But if you want a low commitment game, I think this game is not for you. But hey, it is still a pretty fun game to play. And it is released recently, so yeah, go and give this game a try, man. Next is SD Gundam G Generation Eternal, and this game honestly surprised me. I thought this game would be another lazy mobile Gundam cash grab, but it turned out to be one of the cleanest SRPG gacha games I have ever played in a while. The combat actually makes you think, positioning, energy management, support effects, map nukes. Yeah, there are layers to the strategy in this game, not just autoplay, but don't get me wrong, you can autoplay most of the content in this game. And what really got me into this game, that I kind of play daily honestly, is the freedom to build your squad without paying, because you can farm units in this game. You can farm your Gundams, research, evolve them, and craft your team over time. And yeah, there is gacha, but the game doesn't hard wall or progress block you in any certain way. But I do have to admit that the banner in this game, they are coming in fast. Like every fucking week they change the banner. Oh my god. Basically, if you want to keep up with the meta, or actually not meta, just want to keep up with the Gundams, yeah, you gotta be spending quite a lot. But it doesn't really matter honestly, so keep that in mind. And this game is packed with content, it is free to play friendly, and yeah, if you do like a Gundam game, this is probably a dream gacha game for you. Next is Sword of Convalaria, man. I think this is your tactics comfort pick, because in this game you have big maps, elevation, flanks, and you can shove people off ledges, man. It's wow. Units have distinct roles, and the job system plus equipment choices give you a real room to cook. You can set up nasty crossfires or funnel enemies into traps and watch them die. The best part is how many fights lets you improvise. Like terrain is not a backdrop, it is a necessity, man. It is a weapon for you to abuse, to exploit, and you need to exploit their weak points. So you know your game will become much easier, right? Also, the gacha roster in this game is quite big. with many varieties of characters and units. Honestly, it is a pretty fun gacha game, but I think it's kind of like a niche one because not many people are playing this game. Even some people are saying that this game is a hidden gem, because I thought to myself that it is not, because I thought that this game was very popular, but unfortunately it's not. And it is on Steam, guys, so you better download it. And I've played this game, and I gotta say, XD Entertainment, man, they make some good games. Memento White Shadows. Ah man, this one took me by surprise because I didn't know that this game existed or has been released before, you know, searching for turn-based gacha game. Well, this game, it is a stylish anime RPG that plays with break bars, turn delay, and counter tools. Haha, hoo-ha! I've never seen that before. Haha, Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, this game is very similar to Honkai Star Rail, I kid you not. But in this game, there is PvP, so that's pretty good. I don't know how to explain this game, man. I mean, the design of this game is very similar to Honkai Star Rail. The gameplay is very similar to Honkai Star Rail, so I don't think I need to explain what this game is. But the vibe in this game, it is pretty dark. There's killing, there's war. That is probably the only difference between this game and Honkai Star Rail. Well, there are some other mechanics, of course, but I think you need to play it by yourself. Seven Knights Rebirth. Yes, a return from the old king. Ah man. And this game will be released on September globally, but they have the Korean version as of right now. Yeah, I mean, it is a classic, man. It is a classic turn-based with snappy animations, clean animations, chain skills, just auto, idle, comfort food, if I must say so myself. Well, the good thing again in this game is the fights are pretty quick. You jump in, rotate skills, read enemy bursts, drop your ult chain, and move on. The not so good is the usual Netmarble company, obviously. Currencies, they all pile up, banners rotate very fast, and endgame asks for quite a lot of investment in this game. If you want a classic feeling turn-based gacha that respects your time in battle, this is probably it. But if you want to be the top tier player in this game, yeah, this game is not for you, and this game is not cheap. I think you'd better be playing Epic 7 than this game. But again, Seven Knights is making a comeback this year, and yeah, I do like it because I have missed Seven Knights for quite a while. Number 3, it is Mecharashi. Yes, Mecha fans, I got you, and this one is for you. It is a tactical grid battler where every suit or every unit or every mecha has a job. Frontliner pins, snipers crack weak points, support stack buffs, and you chain skills for big finishers. Terrain in this game makes a difference, so rotating units and baiting enemy fire actually matters. Well, fun fact, this game was supposed to be Front Missions, that is a mecha game from Square Enix, but they canceled it out and they made Mecharashi. Crazy. And still Square Enix haven't sued Mecharashi, so And the core loop of the game is quite fun, honestly. You plan your opener, take space, force the enemy to shoot your tank, and then collapse with a clean follow-up. The downside is the gear plates and the enhancement parts are a grind, man. They are so grindy. And the UI can feel a bit janky here and there. It's not the cleanest, but I think you can get through it, right? The game, when it flows, it nails that commander fantasy, like you are just commanding a mecha or a robot. It's so fun. And again, this game is on Steam, so just download it. It has the accessibility that you want. And of course, have fun, man. This game is really fun. Number 2, it is none other than Silver and Blood. I don't know why this game is called turn-based, by the way. Well, I think calling it turn-based is a bit of a stretch, but people are saying that this game is turn-based. So here you go. Silver and Blood. It is a vampire tactics with 9 grid board that plays faster than it looks. You are juggling formation buffs, lane control, and all timings while trying to set up kills that snowball the round. It is easy to learn and surprisingly satisfying when you are climbing all the way up there. The good news is the combat actually has quite a bit of depth, right? Positioning matters, break windows matter, and matches that do not overstay their welcome, because this game is very quick and you can just go in, go out when you are on a break or whatever you are doing right now. So it is a pretty cool game. And it has the similar system like Nikke, where you just go off and then when you come back, it will have this offline grinding, and you can just claim your rewards and you are leveling up. So that is pretty neat. The catch in this game is that the early game is generous, then the upgrade curve spikes and duel values becomes very real. So yeah, if you like a quick tactical rounds with a dark fantasy vampire vibe, I think this is really good. But don't spend too much in this game. I'm telling you, man, you can go wild in this game. Number 1 is Persona 5 The Phantom X. I know, with all the drama again, I don't care. Persona 5 The Phantom X in its core is really good because it is free to play friendly. It is a really Persona, right? With all the life sims, this and that, and it is a classic turn-based RPG. In this game, you get the classic, weakness system, Baron Pass, and all that flashy out finishers, It still feels very good to play. The CD pacing is quite good. Dungeon puzzles are simple but satisfying, but the dungeon are a bit too long to my liking. And sometimes they have this progression block in a dungeon, so I don't like that. But again, you can just grind it out and then you are at the level to take on that progression block. So what can I say more about this game? It is a classic turn-based RPG. It is Persona, even though the story is not as strong as in Persona 5 Royale, but it is still a pretty decent where they can introduce you to a Persona game, and then maybe if you like it, you should probably buy Persona 5 Royale or Persona 4. So yeah, I have no complaint about this game other than the progression block. This game is really fun. It is free to play friendly because the main character in this game is really strong. You can just build everything from the ground up. You don't need to spend any money in this game. And honestly, once you get just 1 or 2 5 stars, you are good to go. It's crazy how good and how free to play friendly this game is. But it's just the mismanagement of Sega that really brings down the game. But the game in itself is really good, so I think you should just give this game a try. I know they have been review bombed in a way, but it doesn't change the gameplay at all, man. So yeah, give this game a try, and I can guarantee that you will have a lot of fun.